Today we are discussing about human digestive system. So digestion means complex food molecules are converted into simple absorbable units. So this process is called as digestion. Means complex food molecules are converted into simple absorbable units. So that simple absorbable units are transmitted into blood. Means proteins, carbohydrates and lipids. These are complex food materials. These complex food materials are converted into simple molecules. Means amino acids, lipids and amino acids and lipids. So these simple molecules are transmitted into blood. So they give energy. So this process is called as digestion. So today we are discussing about human digestive system. So human digestive system consists alimentary canal and associated glands. Alimentary canal and associated glands. So alimentary canal. So this alimentary canal is a long tube-like structure. So this is extended from mouth to anus. Started with mouth, end with anus. So it is a elongated tube-like coiled structure. So in between mouth and anus, various parts are present in alimentary canal. So parts of alimentary canal. First of all, mouth. Mouth leads to buccal cavity. Buccal cavity leads to pharynx. Pharynx leads to esophagus. Esophagus leads to stomach. Stomach leads to small intestine. Small intestine leads to large intestine. So all these parts are located in alimentary canal. So first of all, mouth. It is a opening cavity of alimentary canal. So mouth is embedded two lips, upper and lower lips. Mouth is covered by upper lip and lower lip. So inside mouth, so it is ventral side located buccal cavity and dorsal side dorsal nasal chamber. So these parts are located in mouth. So these parts, ventral buccal cavity and dorsal nasal chambers, facilitate chewing and breathing simultaneously. So it is a separation between ventral buccal cavity and dorsal nasal chamber. And mouth also contain palate. These palate divides these two locations to chewing and breathing movements simultaneously. Then mouth leads to buccal cavity. So it is also called as oral cavity. So inside mouth cavity is called as buccal cavity. It is also called as oral cavity. So this buccal cavity or oral cavity contain teeth, tongue and salivary glands. So these three are located in buccal cavity. First of all, teeth. Teeth are ectomesodermal in origin. It is ectomesodermal in origin. So the three types of teeth are present in human beings. They are thecodont type teeth, dipiodont type teeth and heterodont type teeth. So these three types of teeth are present in human beings. So thecodont, it means teeth are embedded in sockets of the jaws. Teeth are embedded in sockets of the jaws, fixed. So thus that type of teeth are called as thecodont type. Then second one, dipiodont teeth. So in human beings, teeth are developed in two times. First developed teeth are called as milk teeth, then second developed teeth are called as permanent teeth. So these two types of teeth are located in human beings, hence this type of teeth are called as dipiodont. Then heterodont. So teeth are four types in human beings, means incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Four types of teeth are there. So that is called as heterodont type teeth. So incisors are useful to cutting, and canines are useful to and premolar and molars are useful to chewing. So these four types of teeth are there, hence it is called heterodont teeth. In human beings, dental formula is 2123 by 2123. So this is indicates half of the upper jaw, this indicates half of the lower jaw. Total 32 teeth are present in adult human beings. Next, then again tongue. Buccal cavity also contain tongue. Tongue is a freely movable muscular organ. It contains number of papillae and taste buds. Number of papillae, and three types of papillae are there, and also small taste buds are present in surface of the tongue. So these tongue is useful to mixing food. They mix saliva with food, and they are useful to taste detection and also useful to speaking. So tongue act as a universal toothbrush. They throw the food, mixed food with upper surface of the teeth, hence this is called as universal toothbrush. Again, salivary glands. Three types of salivary glands are present in buccal cavity. So they secrete saliva. Saliva contain ptyalin, alpha amylase enzyme, so that digest the carbohydrates. Then buccal cavity leads to pharynx. So pharynx is a common passage. So this is pharynx. It is a common passage to common passage to digestive system and respiratory system. Two-way process, pharynx. Then this pharynx leads to esophagus. It is a thin, elongated, tube-like structure. Pharynx leads to esophagus, tube-like structure. So with the inside esophagus contain peristaltic movements. With the help of peristaltic movements, food passes through pharynx to stomach through esophagus. So next, stomach. Esophagus leads to stomach. Stomach is a muscular bag-like J-shaped organ, bag-shaped structure and J-shaped structure. It is a muscular organ. So this stomach contains three parts. Again, three parts are located in stomach. Anterior part is called as cardiac stomach, middle part is called as fundic stomach, and end part is called as pyloric stomach. So cardiac stomach contain cardiac sphincter, pyloric stomach contain pyloric sphincters. These two sphincters are allow the movement of food from one part to the next part. The middle fundic region, this contain gastric glands. So these gastric glands secrete gastric juice. So these gastric juice are useful to proteins digestion. So this is stomach. Then stomach leads to small intestine. This is small intestine. It is a elongated tube-like structure, thin walled structure, and again it is divided into three parts. Anterior part of the small intestine is called as duodenum, middle part is called as jejunum, end part is called as ileum. So these duodenum, anterior part of the small intestine is called duodenum. So these duodenal region contain liver and pancreas. So liver secrete bile juice, pancreas secrete pancreatic juice. So in duodenal region contain hepatopancreatic duct. This duct combined with liver and pancreas, hence it is called as hepatopancreatic duct. So in intestinal region, food is fully digested. Total digestion completed in small intestine. Again, undigested food material and water contents enter into large intestine. So small intestine leads to large intestine. So this large intestine is a coiled structure, again enter into rectal region to anus. So it is outer opening, it is called as anus. So undigested food material excreted outside through anus. Okay. Thank you, students.